Hi, my name is Local Rainbow and I am a part of Anthem's Fast Forward, and I'm going to discuss with you today some of the top tips of using TikTok to benefit your music and get those streams higher, get more of a following with your fans, and to see an effect really on your music. So join me today for some tips. Today I'm going to discuss 3 of the best forms to use on TikTok when it comes to creating videos. So I use 3 different types of videos. I use lip sync ones, so you just like lip sync to a sound or a song. I do talking ones, which are like this, so you're just talking with nothing else, no background music, just talking. And then I do content ones, which are like photo ones, so like the slideshow ones. They are my top 3 forms of TikTok content that I put out there. Firstly, we're going to discuss the lip sync form on TikTok. So that can be, you just choose a sound. It could be any sound. It could be a trending sound. It could be a sound of your own song. It could be a funny meme sound of you like repeating a character saying something. But it needs to be something that goes with your content. It needs to be, something that matches that. Otherwise it looks out of place. So what you do, you essentially pick the sound and you do a video showcasing that sound. So it could be a video of you dancing to the sound, singing the sound. It needs to match with your brand and who you are as an artist. And they're the ones that tend to get the most views, because if you use a trending sound, that means it's always on the For You page, and you want to be on the For You page because that shows you to different audiences, people who don't follow you already. So that's the first form you want to try on TikTok. Secondly, we're going to discuss the type of content where you just talk to a camera. So essentially like this. So just talking ones. These are good for promoting gigs, or if you have a serious message about something, or sometimes just to talk about your song. So like interview type of questions you want to be doing to yourself, like, oh, this is the reason I wrote the song, or come to this gig on this date, or stories of how you became a musician. They're the most serious ones, and they tend to connect with your audience who follows you more, because they want to know in detail about you as an artist, as a brand. So that's another form of content that I use on the app that seems to work. So we're going to discuss photo content. So essentially what you do is you pick a couple of photos and then you add your music to it and people can cite to it. Personally, this is my favourite one because I get to be really creative with this one. I don't know why, it's just my favourite. But what I tend to do is find 3 artists that match my vibe. So I'd say Chaperone, Olivia Rodrigo and Bieber Doobie. Then I knew this artist before they became famous. I knew this artist when they first released this song. I knew this artist when nobody else knew them. And then I knew Local Rainbow because I saved this post, which helps you gain more traction because they see the artist they already know, and then they scroll to the end and they see you and they're like, oh my god, they relate that to you. And then if they save it, that helps boost you in the algorithm, and you get more listeners and more streams and hopefully more of an audience. So these are some of my top tips about TikTok. This is a small introduction to it in a small way, but it's worth doing, and I think anyone can do it because it's really simple to use. And it's worth doing, even if it's cringe, because it works. You get more streams, you get the audience, you get more gigs from those things, and you become a full-time musician from it if you try really hard, which I'm still doing. But yeah, I think it's worth doing, and I'd advise anyone to use the app. So thank you for listening to my tips. I hope I can tell you a few more that I got.